What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. I don't know if I should be smiling. About to check out, take on, check out, take on. Both would be correct. About to check out another Mike Righteous track. This one's called Because I Love You. I guess I just realized I haven't been subscribed to him yet. That's weird. It says, that's 2 years ago. I was like, new album coming soon. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. I'm going to read this later, but that first line caught my eye. Decided to give a percentage of all album profits to helping men fight mental illness in the UK. Okay, this kind of tells us the direction we're going. Somebody mentioned in a comment that this song was requested weeks ago, but in a recent comment, somebody mentioned that this song talks about like more about his breakup. Like I think the last one I did, or a couple times ago, when I did Pathways, that was kind of about this. This is from his perspective of like their breakup or something. Like Pathways referenced it. It wasn't about that, but it referenced the situation. So I guess we're going to find out more. It's a 6-minute and 45-second track. Oh, geez. Which means we're going to be here for a while. Am I ready for this? No. Let's go.
Stay awake, I wish I'm someone else. Because I love you, I can't kill myself. Stay awake, I wish I'm someone else. Because I love you, I can't kill myself. Stay awake, I wish I'm someone else. Because I love you, I can't.
I'm going to pull up the lyrics just in case. Because you never know. You do know. I'll probably need them. Here we go. Just pulled them up. Because I love you, I can't kill myself. Say I like the ways of someone else. Okay. All right. We're going extra deep right away.
Chose yourself, you sent me hell, I called for help, you sent for feds, I never resisted arrest, I was feeling depressed, I was begging in the park, rope still on my neck, I just lost my best friend, carried his body in a box, cleaned his blood out the rug, image still in my head, what's deep, I still owe you 250 for a Z, and what's fucking big, I know we're never gonna speak again, it's just me, V, Jim, Ski and G in the N, 2 in the BM, 3 in the Benz, one thing indeed, I'm never leaving my friends, ride out gang. It was 2019 and my end should get intense now. My fiance became my ex now. I'm stressed out, trying to break down what she bounced.
Yeah. It's one of those where like I think I'm going to struggle to find appropriate places to stop because already like we're barely into this, but he's already kind of like carrying us through this story that's happening. And I think when storytellers are telling a story and they do a good job of it, it's very hard for you to break off from it because you feel like if you stop, you're going to miss something. Okay. I mean, there's already some pretty rough stuff here. Just lost my best friend, carried his body in a box. Yeah. I still owe you $250 for a Z. I don't think that's a coincidence either, right? For him to say, so is he talking about like the car as well? Like, is that a double there? Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm getting distracted. Let's go back.
For a Z, and what's fucking big, I know we're never gonna speak again. It's just me, V, Jim, Ski and G in the N, 2 in the BM, 3 in the Benz, one thing indeed. I'm never leaving my friends, ride out gang. It was 2019 and my end should get intense now. My fiance became my ex now. I'm stressed out, trying to break down what she bounced. We were best pals, trying to get my head round and figure all these riddles out. I've got underlying issues that I scribbled out, but you just tore away the page and ripped the picture out.
That's an amazing visual too there too, right? Because he's like trying to get my head round and figure all these riddles out. I got underlining issues that I scribbled out. And like I love the wordplay here too, right? Like this is not accidental for him to say underlining issues that I scribbled out and like underlining stuff because it's important or you think you figured something out. But you just tore away the page and ripped the picture out. And this is one of those things that a lot of us can relate to, right? Like a situation like this is only going to work out when both people want it to work out. And in this situation, he's very clearly saying he's trying to look at this like what, at least so far, it could still be early and there could be more stuff that gets revealed, but he's trying to figure out like what could be fixed. How do we sort this out? And she's just like, nah, we're done.
Yo, part of me hates you, part of me rates you. Part of me blames myself, but half of me knows it takes two. The other half of me is lost, that's part of me I gave you. Wear my heart on my sleeve, my arteries and my veins too. We just used to Linkin Parks. I just smash my yard while listening to Linkin Park. Things are dark, heart sinking when I think of Mark. Drinking can't stop the thinking, but can't stop drinking when thinking starts. Sitting on my kitchen top, I'm single in my stink.
Oh, that was nasty. Oh, that was nasty. I think that's a good place to pause it in this verse. Yeah, like the beginning part, it's like part of me hates you, part of me rates you, part of me blames myself, but half of me knows it takes two. That's just really dope, like his word play on like two and half and like just really playing with that because it takes two to be in a couple and one person is half of that and he's saying half of me. And he's just showing like just kind of playful, like playing around with these words here, but half of himself. So back to the part of me hates you, part of me rates you. But that's a very like mature standpoint to understand that it takes two, right? Like in this particular thing, he's talking about him blaming himself, but it works both ways. Sometimes people either completely blame themselves, say it's their fault, or sometimes people think it's only the other person's fault. And unfortunately, it's just not how things work, right? When there's multiple parties involved, there's going to be shared blame. But right after that, wear my heart on my sleeve, my arteries and my veins too. That was so dope. And then used to Linkin Parks, listening to Linkin Park. That was dope too. But the drinking can't stop the thinking, but can't stop drinking when the thinking starts. Damn, that's dope. That's really dope. Like you get caught in a vicious cycle, right? You get caught in a vicious cycle and you can't get out, and that's how dependencies happen. It's just the way it works.
Drinking can't stop the thinking, but can't stop drinking when thinking starts. Sitting on my kitchen top, I'm single in my stinking yard. Spliff go out the window while I'm staring at a blinking star. Twinkle like an engagement ring that's still on a widow's arm. You think it's hard, think it's shards, who's thinking of ringing Mark? I really got sections sent to Chase Farm. Now every time I'm off the radar, I ring alarms, it's cool.
I think he's making some references here that maybe I'm not going to get. That's the second time in a few lines that he mentioned Mark. Is that the person he said at the beginning? Just lost my best friend. But he didn't mention a name up there. So maybe he was talking about someone named Mark, because now he's mentioned Mark a couple times. Yeah, the engagement ring that's still on the widow's arm. You think it's hard. Think of Shars, who's thinking of ringing Mark. His ability to like play with words and just, I don't know, it's nasty. It's nasty.
Ring that's still on a widow's arm. You think it's hard, think it's Shars, who's thinking of ringing Mark? I really got sections sent to Chase Farm. Now every time I'm off the radar, I ring alarms, it's cool. Tell them they can bring the past up. One day I'm looking back on now to sing with laughter. Ha ha. Yeah. Through trauma, emotional torture. You was 19, I was 24, but who was more mature? Used to
I'm gonna pull it back just a touch because right before he came in on that third verse, he had this very raw emotional voice, like screaming almost happening. Like they didn't put the volume super high, but it was there on him coming in. So I think we're seeing some escalation happening here in like him telling the story.
If I love you, I won't kill myself. Just that is fuck you, go find someone now. Going through trauma, emotional torture. You was 19, I was 24, but who was more mature? Used to pull up in your Fiat 500 on the corner. Used to ride around London, not giving a fuck who saw us. Go to war for each other, I never wanted this for us. Both grew up in a single parent household, we were poor, but it was pure love. You made me feel like your love. Before you commit to being loyal, it's worth knowing how you was brought up. Before we got caught up, before we had a daughter. Could've given her a life, our parents couldn't afford her. Partners, no matter what come between us. If I make you so unhappy, I have no reason to keep ya. And if I really love you, then I'll reluctantly free ya. Maybe growing apart was always part of the procedure. Couldn't be a leader in a time I need to become weaker. Loved you most when we was at our worst, that made it even deeper. The first...
Yeah, just so... Like, what he's saying is continuing to be nasty, but in this part, I just want to point out the technicality of what he did here. Procedures... Where you say deeper? Right here. Okay, let's play this.
You made me feel like your love. Before you commit to being loyal, it's worth knowing how you was brought up. Before we got caught up, before we had a daughter. Could've given her a life, our parents couldn't afford her. Partners, no matter what come between us. If I make you so unhappy, I have no reason to keep ya. And if I really love you, then I'll reluctantly free ya. Maybe growing apart was always part of the procedure. Couldn't be a leader in a time I need to become weaker. Loved you most when we was at our...
So it's very subtle, right? Because when you're just hearing it, it's kind of just happening. And because there's no emphasis put on it, like at the end, you know, he's like, keep ya, free ya. So it's like he's letting you know this is the end rhyme. So this rhymed with the previous thing that was there. But right after he said free ya, then the next part where he goes, growing apart was always part of the procedure. Now he goes into putting in that rhyme, the iya rhyme, over and over and over. He's saying it with procedure here, but over and over within the sentences. So right here, right after procedure, it says couldn't be a leader. I'm saying it very wrong, but couldn't be a leader in time of Nita. But like if you listen to him say it, he's putting it all in there. I'm probably going way too far back.
Be a leader in a time I need to it's always part of the procedure. Couldn't be a leader in a time I need to become weaker. Loved you most when we was at our worst, that made it.
So it was leader, Nita, weaker, or weak eye. Like he's just putting all of these rhymes in, and he's not going to put the emphasis back on until he hits deeper at the end of like this longer line.
Leader in a time I need to become weaker. Loved you most when we was at our worst, that made it even deeper.
See? So he put like 4 rhymes in there. It's just, I know I'm probably wasting too much time on this one part, but it's just parts of it that I just geek out on this. Like it takes talent, and I think unfortunately because it's so like when you do it well, people take for granted how complicated that can be, right? So kudos to that. That was really dope. Not just the technical, obviously what he's saying here. I loved you when we was at our worst. That made it even deeper. Yeah.
Made it even deeper. The first week, I couldn't eat, I wouldn't sleep. I lay there wide awake and wonder what we could have been. It's routine. Wake up in the morning, cigarettes and tea. Hope you happy now I left you be. A solid member left the team. We lost the fight, no extra time, no referee. No acceptance speech, just lessons I kept with me. I don't need anybody to accept me, except for me. I went from want to need, you went from...
That was so nasty. The play on acceptance, accepting me, acceptance speech. Where is this at? I'm losing. There we go. And then also we lost a fight. No extra time. No referee. No acceptance speech. Just lessons I kept with me. I don't need anybody to accept me except for me. And I think that's also like a commentary on like the fact that he knows the talent that he has. He knows his abilities. He knows what he's doing right now. But he also knows that because of the lane that he's in, he's probably never going to get the recognition that he deserves, right? Like we look at this is 2 years ago, 1.8 million views. Like and he only has 68,000 subscribers. Like, is that correct? Is this his actual channel? No, I might be on like a second channel. There's no way. Like, this is so small, right? So he's telling you here he doesn't need the acceptance speech because he doesn't need anyone to accept him except for me, but also meaning that like he'll never get a chance to give an acceptance speech because he won't get the accolades that he deserves, right?
No extra time, no referee, no acceptance speech, just lessons I kept with me. I don't need anybody to accept me except from me. I went from want to need, you went from need to want, to what you want from me, to finally wanting to leave and be free. Finding a peace, find a peace that runs from you, left you after 1 week.
He's just playing with words. He's just playing with words, and he's so good at it. I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be a long video. You guys have been really great about it. You don't mind when I put long videos. I think you expect it with him, but here we go. I went from want to need. You went from need to want to what you want from me, to finally wanting to leave and be free. Just his ability to play like that entire play with want and need, and then like how they started in different places, and instead of both ending up in the same place, they swap places. Wow.
I went from want to need, you went from need to want, to what you want from me, to finally wanting to leave and be free. Finding a peace, find a peace that runs from you, left you after 1 week, that's how you know I got love for you. What's meant to be is meant to be, it will come to you, and if it doesn't, who gives a fuck, just live it up. For now our memories deleted, and feelings too. You used to make me feel like you would always keep it true. Said I couldn't live if I couldn't be with you. I was being used, wasn't treating you like my equal, that was peak to do. It's no wonder why you're leaving when the person that you dream of turns out to be a demon too. We was a team of two, I wasn't evil, just desperate for attention and I needed you. To the point I'm like a fiend for you, the more demeaning you became, the deeper that my feelings grew. When we wasn't beefing or screaming about...
Okay, yeah, like I'm sure there's a lot of people that could relate to this, and this is what happens, right? Like you get caught in a cycle, you get trapped, and you're stuck. Just desperate for attention, and I needed you to the point like I'm a fiend for you. The more demeaning you became, the deeper that my feelings grew. Wow. That's like, he's basically just defining a toxic relationship here. And we've all either been in one, or maybe some of us are in one now. Get out. Wow.
I was a team of two, I wasn't evil, just desperate for attention and I needed you. To the point I'm like a fiend for you, the more demeaning you became, the deeper that my feelings grew. When we wasn't beefing or screaming about the kind of things that people do, we was cool, wish we could have seen it through. Only me and you know about the evenings we're eating food, laughing till we crease, now take it with ease. We was goals, we were grease, we were making them believe. Remember when the Subway guy put bacon in the cheese? I'm dead out on my feet, I got Jason on my knees. I know who you feel is pain, you probably hate as much as me. Should have been stronger than you were stronger than me. You just fucking made me stronger than I ever could have been. Cause 3 months after Mark died, you decided to leave. What's mad is when I look at you, I'm reminded by me. If I was unhappy and...
So there, I think he brought it back. Remember when the Subway guy put bacon in the cheese? I'm assuming like Subway sandwich shop. But there he kind of referenced back. So I think it was him. It was Mark that he was talking about, because he says here, because 3 months after Mark died, you decided to leave. Yeah. Okay.
What's mad is when I look at you, I'm reminded by me. If I was unhappy and wanted freedom, I'd take it. If I wanted to make peace, I'd make it. That's some selfish shit, but I rate it. We only got ourselves in this matrix. Yeah, the cycle, we couldn't break it. It's just a shame we did the same thing as everyone else who don't plan for kids. We didn't plan for this, shit's cancerous. Now the cycle spins. Trust, no time to whinge. I guess this time society wins. Next time I'll try again. Until next time, goodbye my friend. Next time I'll try again. Until next time, goodbye my friend. Until next time, goodbye. Guess this time society wins. Next time I'll try again. Until next time, goodbye my friend.
That's deep. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside us when we live, while we live. Yeah. Listen, never give up on yourself. Yeah. Because I love you. Let's see, there's another message here. No, I think that's it. And there's going to be an ad. Yeah. I mean, just to kind of go along with what he's saying down here, right? Like the mental health here. You know, especially for guys, like I think it's so like faux
As I'm in the
pas.
midst of
It's so faux pas for like guys to talk about their feelings or talk about struggling with stuff. And it needs to not be, because it's normal. We're human. It's part of what happens. It's not macho or manly, or you're not losing something of yourself if you admit those things. Because it's better than the opposite, you know? And now that I go back and I see, it says like his blood was on the rug. Yeah. Cleaned his blood out the rug. So I don't know, like, I don't know the details. I don't know the story, but maybe his friend killed himself. I don't know. But if that's the end result of being manly, then it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you guys are still here, I know this is a super long video. If you are still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.